everyone, my name is Hala. I'm from Syria. I'm a belly dance teacher, choreographer, and performer. And today is our fourth video of the series of belly dance for beginners in English. If you haven't checked out my first 3 videos, I'll link it up here for you in this playlist to check it out. Today I'm going to teach you the pelvic movements, front and back, front and back. These movements are great because if you combine them with the hip lifts, you can make a hip circle, an interior hip circle, and also you can make the undulations. All right, so they are very crucial to learn. And also you can use them for the belly rolls, you can use them for the pelvic shimmy, which is this movement but quicker. So let's start with the basics. If you remember the posture from the first video, I'll link it up here for you to check it out. Feet flat, knees bent, pelvis tucked in, chest out, arms to the side. This is our basic posture. So what I want you to do is rotate your pelvis inward. So what does that mean? Imagine there is an axis, an imaginary axis going through your hip from the right to the left. I need you to rotate your hip on it. Please don't use your glutes to push your hips, because if you use your glutes, it's going to push it forward rather than bring it inward. You are not changing, or you're not going out of this axis. You're not going out of your body's axis. Imagine there are imaginary lines holding you. You don't want your pelvis to come out of this line. You want to stay straight. You want to stay here, but you're just rotating your hip in place, okay? The muscles that are working are your lower abdominal muscles and your lower back muscles. But actually, I would love for all of my students to use their lower abdominal muscles and not their lower back. I want you to use it mainly, contract it, and the opposite movement will be relaxing it. Rather than using your lower back to contract sharply, it might hurt you because it's a quite sensitive area. So try to use the relaxation of your lower abdominal muscles to release this movement rather than the contraction of your lower back. You can use it slightly in conjunction, you can use both, but do not put the load on the lower back, okay? So what I want you to do is make sure your knees are bent, because this really helps to give you more range of motion, because this way your thighs are not completely stretched out. So if you are bent, you have range of motion. And make sure not to close in your chest. Make sure your chest stays in place. So some people tend to close and open with the pelvis. Make sure this is in place. So when you rotate and you use your lower abdominal muscles, you have a more straight back. If you see this, your back lines up to a straight line. So I have in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. If you have a little bit of fat on your lower abdomen, you can see your lower abdomen making this line around your navel as if it's closing. This is a good indication that you're doing the movement right, because some people cannot really feel this muscle. It's quite dormant in most of us, so people do not really know if they're moving it or not, or if the move is originating from this place or not. So try to observe yourself in front of the mirror, see if this closes up or not. So in and out, in and out. This way. All right, now I'm going to give you an exercise to help you to do this movement without having to worry about stabilizing your body. So go down. Hover over your feet. Don't sit on your feet completely. Just hover and try to do this movement. You're going to feel it's quite easier to reach for this inward movement rather than when you're standing up. In and out, in and out. Great. All right, let's try it with different speeds with music. Alright guys, this is the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. Make sure to check out the first 3 videos that I linked up here for you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!